All right, is live. Morning. Well, afternoon, really. I'm just gonna be subscriber grinding. Subscriber, follower grinding. Yeah, early afternoon streaming heresy. I know. Yo, I've done that projectile vomit. So I plan on clearing out some Nordic ruins today. Yeah, I know. Streaming this early equals blasphemy. I'm just making sure all my shit is connected correctly. There we go, it is. There's like a bunch of like Nordic ruins that I have not cleared out at all. Like there's a lot of shit that I still need to explore in just Skyrim in general. Dude, my head hurts so much right now. Like that beer I drank last night, that shit was strong. I think it's the sugar in the Voodoo Ranger. Um the mango flavor ones just hit so hard. Alright, there's oh come on, now we're getting Elder Dragons. Uh I need Dragon Rend. They'll figure it out. I really should consider start like leveling up my gear, smithing. Annoying dragon.
should have come here.
Oh yeah, I switched out swords back to this Master Sword specifically because I got tired of like doing barely any damage to enemies with the other one. Impalement. First impalement of the day. That's one way to start off your day. Anything else in here? There we go. I think that's the Nordic room that is on the map over here. One which I have not been to. But I think I just walked past it. That's why it's on the map. Weird. Oh, there it is. Huh. I wonder why that is high up. That's weird. Oh, I see. Of course there'll be one of these. I don't think there was any... I don't think there was any indication, on puzzle for this one. Let's see. Maybe I missed something, or is it in the journal? Let's see. Sun Sky. Snake in the Weed. Sorrow for the Sea of Ghosts. Okay. Dude didn't even read his own journal. Coral Dragon Claw. Mirror shield. Let's go. So there's anything in the water. Hello, what do we got here? Oh, it's that. Oh, that was disappointing. Which way, which way? Ebony greatsword. Oh, I am not falling for that one. Weird how that chest is just like bare on the ground like that. Damn. Take a look at the claw. World Dragon Claw. Snake, wolf, and moth. Hey, Polly, sup? Big Nordic PP. Just streaming early, subscriber grind, you know. And nothing of real value. Oh, except that, maybe. What's this do? Absolutely nothing. Or that? You know what's weird? I actually saw some other like sections of the dungeon that I didn't get to. But I don't even think I could go in them. Yeah, it looks like I can't even enter those. Weird. Huh. Maybe. Let me go back to the, if I want to check something. I want to see if it's still there. So I make sure I got the relic item. Kind of interesting that there was no dragon shout at the end of that. Nope, we got the item. It was the mirror shield. There's like a whole bunch of shit I probably just missed. Yeah, my light armor leveled up because armored panties, apparently, are a thing. For some reason, every time I look to the right and I see like the chat notification, like it's the same message, but I feel like it just does the sliding thing, as if it was just new, as if it just sent it, and it's not, and it's kind of freaking me out. Was I here already? Yeah, I was here already. I think up there is the border. I'm still waking up. I'm still struggling to wake up. I still feel like half asleep. Like, I didn't go to bed till like 5 in the morning. 5 or maybe 6 a.m. The only way I think I could actually fix that is if I'm like up for a full 24 hours. Like with exactly no sleep. Damn it! You know what's weird? I have the perk for adept locks, but they feel like they're harder than all the other ones. Expert and master locks are easier, which is weird. I don't understand why, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, dude. Vigilant vampire hunters. Good on you, boys. Oh, hey, Hylian vampire. The hell are you doing?
We've been chasing that fiend for a long time.
They just start randomly mining. I know, right? Oh god, it's too bright, it's too bright. There it is.
Look!
I don't think that did anything. Everybody avert your eyes, quick! There we go, now it's no longer doing that. Now it's doing it again.
We are Lord Boethiah's faithful.
We're not just doing that just yet. I am not sacrificing Lydia. Oh, there's one over here I've not been into. Let's fast travel there. Ugh. Ayo? Oh, right, I think my game crashed when or I died and never saved when I did this one. Well, looks like I'm doing it again. Damn, what the hell happened here? Really, I'm not falling for that. Ah, Fulmer! This looks familiar. Thank God I decided to switch weapons. New song page, let's go. Alright, dude. I hear ya. It's no big deal. I'm just subscriber grinding. So, take your time. Don't feel rushed. Where's the thing? I want to see what I got. Odd lyrics. Huh. You know, I think I remember something about this. Temple of Zaraib. They say that the Dwemer were more of like a non-religious group of dwarves, or well, considering that they were elves. And they kind of were like anti-religion. Like, yet they have a temple called the Temple of Zai, or Zrib, and no one has ever been able to solve this mystery as to why the Dwemer have a religious temple. Unless maybe at one point they had worshipped their own deities and they abandoned it, their practices. But no one's been ever able to really figure it out. Impalement. put that lantern on. I love that animation attack right there. There we go. It is dark in here. I'm getting like deep dark Minecraft vibes in a way. Awkwardly kills something. I love how the skeever is still like in its attack animation, even knowing it's dead. That's hilarious. Block X. Ugh. Luffy the Gatekeeper, what's up, dude? Glad to see you again. I think I found the item in here once before, and then my game crashed, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it all over again. Unless I failed where to locate them. Weird weekend. 2 days to heals, right? I'm doing good, but I have been streaming. It's that I've been streaming very, very late in the day, like around 9, 10, then streaming up till like 2, 3 a.m. don't. It's over here. Unless somebody wants to look it up on the wiki for me. I ain't going to stop what I'm doing. Is that it? Ancient chest, let's go. Hylian armor, Hylian soldier gauntlets, Hylian soldier helmet, boots. Magic hammer, let's go. Nice. Look at that. We're like getting armed to the teeth here. Yeah, in-game banhammer. I should probably save my game. The ban from Lifehammer. Oh, did I miss that? I have so many potions that I've collected that I have to sell. But I don't think anybody wants to sit through that and watch me actually sell shit. So stuff like that I do off stream. Abandoned cave? There's more? But wait, there's more. No, I could do a better. Hi, Billy Mays here to tell you that there's more to this cave. Oh, that's it? Nope. Yep, that sounds like a Billy Mays commercial, all right. I don't even remember where it was I entered. Unless it was up here. Yep, looks like we got the items that were here. Spin attack. Spin attack. Attack. There we go. Oh boy, another one to clear out. Oh wait, I think this one's associated with the Mages Guild. Yeah, this is Mages Guild shit. But hey, at least it's on the map now. There's probably more shit out here that I haven't even found yet. Yo, Tokusatsu fan 1991, let's go! I love Tokusatsu. Anything also with practical effects too. Man, I feel like I'm about to pass out again. Like I slept the entire morning out, but I still feel tired. Also, if you're wondering if why I'm not talking as much as I normally do, it's because like I'm still like out of it. Like I feel like absolute trash right now. There we go. Now we're getting stuff on the map. There is a cave in that direction. There is a Nordic ruin over there. Let's find that Nordic ruin, since that's the easiest to get to. There we go. Oh, where's the entrance? There it is. Yo, another 2 set of items. Let's go. Should probably save. I have to go through deleting some old save files again soon. No, you don't. Bad Draugr. Yo, Anglo-Weeb, what's up, dude? Finally get to catch my stream at a normal hour for once.
Give up while you're still good.
You do? There's actually there's two relics here that I'm actually hunting down. That's funny. I get to bring violence to dead women. As if they didn't die a violent death already. I get to do it again. I get to give it to them a second time. I love that. I'm gonna do it again. Am I going backwards? Yeah, I'm going backwards. A stalker creating his undead harem. That's funny. I want an undead harem. Living bitches won't give me shit. If there were any around me. I literally live in an area surrounded by old people and that. I don't know what that is. Should Skyrim delete women? Well, then you wouldn't have any more Nordic, well, how would they reproduce? The solution is to end female gatekeeping. Brutality is the way forward. I need to do something real fast. Okay, good. Invalid. Yingvalid throne room. Okay.
Ah, another place.
Oh, a highlighted shield, like I already have one. Should be a second item somewhere. Hmm. Oh, well, this explains a lot. Hey, Aaron, sup? I don't think this is where I want to be right now. Let's go back to the other room. He was sleeping with ghosts. And I killed it while I was just getting up out of the bed. That's hilarious. Literally, imagine actually having sex with ghosts. That's what this guy was doing. The dude needed the ectoplasm thrill? Yeah. My god. There is literally no way in hell this level design could have been made in current year of our Lord and Savior. The Lullian shield, got that. Ah, here we go. Aryan pink jar. Anything else that isn't laying around? Not that I aware of. I think that's all that was here. There's no way this level could have passed the DEI check marks. There's no way that this would be allowed. Like, no way in hell. Oh, did you guys hear about the Bethesda Bethesda showcase being like a total disaster? Yeah. Franchises dead. All of the Bethesda franchises are dead, and the company as a whole is dead. Bethesda's dead to me. Ever since Microsoft bought them. Ever since Microsoft bought them. If this was in another era of gaming or time, like 2008, nobody would have thought about that or any of this. It would have been like, oh, whatever. It's like watching a puppy die that you wanted to have, and it's being thrown into a wood chipper by a shroon. That's basically what's happening. You're watching a puppy die. And being shredded to pieces. Why would I make that comparison? Because that's literally what's fucking happening. No, it wasn't that Skyrim was peak. They probably had even more planned. Like, with Halo 3, for example. Oh, no. Like with Halo 3, for example, Halo 3 was massively successful. There is beta maps of Halo Reach maps that were planned to be DLC for Halo 3. Like, you know that one with the, power station? That, you know, with the circular pool in the middle, on Halo Reach? That was supposed to be a Halo 3, DLC map. In fact, you can even there's even a mod that, like, reinstalls into the game in its beta form, and you could tell that it was it was put on hold for Halo Reach. So a lot of things that when games are near their it wasn't going to be part of the Mythic map packs. It was actually going to be released after the Mythic map packs. There was actually several maps really planned for Halo 3 after that. It's actually insane to think about. One even had like a sort of what's the best way to describe it? It had like a rope thing, like that you could glide down on to get to cross the one section of the map. And it was kind of like and this is another map that made its way into Halo 3. I mean from Halo 3 to Halo Reach was that one that's like Timberland, like with the Forerunner structure and not Timberland, oh god, what is that one? It has a Forerunner structure, there's a beach, a bunch of caves. Very popular map. That was a Reach DLC one, I believe. That too was supposed to be planned for Halo 3. And in Halo 3 it's like almost nearly complete. Like they were probably working on the final stages of it all. Like halfway point. It looks good, but there's obviously like texture details that are lacking, things like that. And at one point Microsoft probably pulled the plug on them and are like, no, we want another Halo game. I feel like Halo 3 was too successful as well. Like, when Bungie left Microsoft and the establishment of 343 Industries was made, I kind of feel like that was a signal of the change in culture in game and overall for gaming, where it started becoming more corporatized. Because a lot of those studios were independent. Bungie was started out independent when they were making the first Halo game, and then Microsoft well, they weren't always independent before Microsoft bought them, but they just had a business partnership with them to launch the game on the Xbox and things like that. And then they left Microsoft to work on Destiny. And then they got bought out by Sony, and now look where it is. They're even worse. This is also another major problem. Games that like take 10 years in development to make get co-opted. Yeah, I remember that. But also you have a lot of Halo 2 developers commenting on the state of Halo now. And they're mocking like the types of armor being made. They're actually they don't have a problem with armor customization, but I think Halo needs to we need to go back to bare bone basics. Like have like full sets of skins, no like shoulder customization and things like that. Have some visor skins, have some full armor sets, no mix and match. And keep it down to a minimum of 10. 10 good armor sets that everybody would like. Like classic ODST, Recon, Hayabusa, you know? And have like one with a back accessory as a bonus piece. Like a radio backpack. Like ODST chest plate with radio backpack. Because once you start doing that, simplify the customization to such a degree, nobody's really going to complain. And then what you could do is later, near the midpoint of the game, you could then add the mix and match of armor, you know, and kind of make that as a good way for, like, do it with the first DLC packs for the multiplayer, like with the first map packs. Along with the first DLC map pack, you get the ability to swap your armor pieces around, you know? It'll just be a free update. That will be like, once the pack is out, you update the game, and it just enables it. It doesn't need to be bought with the update. So that's how you would do it. That's how I would do it. Like, I don't mind customization, but for release, you need to simplify it. The customization aspect in gaming has gotten so insane that it needs to be dialed back by a lot. And I think that's one of the major problems, is where people try to make fuse reality with fantasy and science fiction and stuff by making it too personalized, by allowing you to kind of try and make you, or not make an, like, look at my character. My character looks nothing like me. My avatar looks nothing like me. Why? Because I don't want to associate with my in-game characters or avatar with something that looks like me. I might as well use my webcam to face dox myself. And I don't really think video games need that much in-depth customization, you know? Like, while it's great, yeah, but what's also ironic is they say we need XXXXX for diversity representation in the gaming, but here's the problem with that. There's no left-handed characters. There's no left-handed option. There's no way to visually display your stuff to be left-handed. What about my representation? Huh? Huh? Because in reality, all they have to really do is kind of mirror the animations. Well, the reason why it's expecting too much from 343 to dial back to simplify the content is because they're thinking monetization. Everything has to be monetized. And the incentive is that they feel as though they won't make money after a game's post-release. They think people stop buying the game. But if you look at games like Breath of the Wild, those exceeded expectations in terms of number of sales for the past several years, for the past couple of years since its release, breaking records. And that game has like a shit ton of customization, like with getting outfits, and there's also the amiibos that also kind of contribute to that, where people buy that for getting extra outfits and things like that. So that's kind of the monetization gain there that Nintendo has with Breath of the Wild by using amiibos as a way to make money for the game. by making an extra profit. And the thing is, Nintendo has multiple IPs. Bungie for 343 does not. If they had multiple IPs and had a big enough team and studio to do so, work on multiple different projects, then the monetization deal wouldn't have to be really all that necessary. And I have a feeling that the team at 343 is relatively small. Like, even knowing it might have, like, let's say, like, about a couple hundred people working there, I don't think... I'm actually not sure how many people work there. Oh yeah, that too. Most of the staff laid off. And they actually want to make Halo 6, by the way. Well, I mean, Halo 7. And I don't think that's actually going to happen. They can't. It's insane. And what Microsoft is demanding for them to make Halo 7 is literally impossible. And from what I heard is you have some people in the studio that don't want to make Halo 7. They actually want to continue making... they want DLC campaign to be made for Halo Infinite. And they even had it copyrighted and trademarked to actually bring it on with that. Yeah, I know. But you still have developers in there that still want to do it, but I don't know how long they're going to stay at the studio. Eventually, that skeleton crew is going to be cut in half with more layoffs. Like, there's going to be nobody working there. And I think Bethesda is going to have to... they're banking on Elder Scrolls 6 to be a success, but I don't think it's going to be the success that we're all thinking it might be. And if you look at Starfield, it's going to be using the same engine as Starfield. Like, I'm terrified to know what the Khajiit and Argonians will look like in that. Oh god, all the different elf races. Oh my god. It's like actually nightmare fuel for me. It's not going to live to the hype as Skyrim. I'm going to be honest. This year, 2024, I think it's been kind of a dead year for gaming. Like, I mean, you had the disaster with Helldivers. Their CEO leaving as well. Being pushed out by Sony. And then they're to make matters worse, well, let me think. Oh yeah, to make matters worse, wow, my brain's coming to a dead halt. What was I talking about again? I forgot. Oh yeah, now I remember Helldivers. That they might actually go forward. With the PSN login requirement. Now that the CEO of Helldivers was forced out, and I think their no politics stance is going to be overturned, and you're going to see like LGBT Helldiver capes. Then you're going to like alongside like Ukrainian flags and things like that. And I think you're going to see a lot of player bans. Also, also there is the Stellar Blade censorship. The Stellar Blade censorship got overturned, which is a huge win. And then now there's a PC port coming. But even though the outfits were added back in, they should have never been censored to begin with. And there's also still the blood and gore from fighting enemies that is still censored. Yes, but the problem with Sparkling Zero is that it is a niche genre of gaming. Dragon Ball Z games have a very niche audience. It's not going to get Game of the Year. Like, it's going to be a great game for the fans of the franchise, but it's not going to have that impact because other people are going to look at it and say, oh, what's the difference between this and the other Dragon Ball Z games? So there's going to be like, what's the best way to say? It's going to be geared towards the fan base more so. So if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're going to be happy with it. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere beyond that. So I think the sales for that game will be limited. Also, the sales for I don't know how the sales for the new Paper Mario game, Thousand Year Door, are doing, especially after that localization disaster. Surprisingly, I read that news was so big that websites like Breitbart and Gateway Pundit actually did one article on the fallout from that. And keep in mind, this is not Nintendo of Japan. This is actually Nintendo of America and Treehouse with localization practices. Localization has been totally co-opted. Why change text that was not when the text was fine in the GameCube version? They didn't need to change anything. Why? It's supposed to be a remaster with enhanced graphics with some extra content. They didn't need to change any text dialogue. It made no sense. Why rewrite the dialogue? Why? I think I missed where I was going to. Yep, I went in the complete opposite direction. Really? Like, I know it's just a, what it is it's the, yeah, why change the text from for a re-release of an older game? That makes no fucking sense to me. Unless it's all entirely political. And that's what this is. It's being political. Nobody wants your fucking politics in our fucking video games. Get that shit the fuck out. Like, I really do feel like there needs to be some legal ramifications. And I think some good lawsuits have to be enacted on. And I don't think it's not really about the content of the video game, but it is the practices of DEI in general that need to be brought to federal courts. It is the initial practices that are the problem. Also, if you look at the way how the consumers are being treated, we're being abused. That's what this is. The consumer is being abused. And many people just don't care, and they have Stockholm Syndrome. We have such a good nostalgic connection with a lot of these studios and past games that many people that don't want to hear it or are in denial about it is because they have such an attachment that they don't want to see their favorite games get
Leave, stranger.
destroyed.
Evil stirs in this place.
And I can kind of get that. It's heartbreaking to watch.
Break free.
What evil do you mean?
Stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations.
Cool.
I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
There must be a way to stop this.
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
And I will help you. What must be done?
Do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me, but be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Oh yeah, as I was saying before was I think Stockholm Syndrome is one of the major factors why people still buy these games. And when they play them, they're very disappointed with the quality of it. And then they hope for, oh, maybe they'll fix it, like, post-release. But it's just denial. Like, a lot of these games, alterations to games, they're being made for people who don't even buy video games. And it's mostly for pleasing shareholders and mostly just spite and direct sabotage. Like, I don't really think there's like a grand conspiracy as like I used to think. But I do feel as it's more of selfishness and hate and spite. Well, that's the thing. That's what they're banking on. But when you have localization into the mix being the problem, it damages reputation. And I think it is because people who work in that studio that are these DEI overseers, if you would like to call them that, I think they are very abusive to the development team that's working on the game. And sometimes you might say a lot of the developers just go with it, but the other half of the time, a lot of developers are afraid to get fired and lose their job, and they don't speak out. I do think that if developers started speaking out more, like, it's like those car insurance commercials that they say, you become your parents. Or those, well, I think it's either car insurance commercials or some insurance commercial or a housing commercial. I don't know. But the joke about it is that you eventually become your parents. It's an American commercial, so I don't know if you would get that one. But, well, yeah. And what's also funny is when it's the same content, like Baldur's Gate 3 with the bear rape scene. Like you literally have a gay sex scene with a bear, and yet, well, literally every game that has had a sex scene, it is either gay or is for transgender bullshit or whatever reason. And if it was, and this, mind you, that people who are underage get their hands on these kinds of games, by the way. So not only are you exposing people to this sort of sexual content, you are also, despite the game being rated M, you still run the chances of exposing children to that kind of content. So, like, The Last of Us 2, Baldur's Gate 3, those kinds of games had literal open sex scenes in them. And it's only games with that kind of messaging that have those kinds of sex scenes. It's never like you see any video game make straight sex. Unless it's a hentai game. That's just fact. And all of those games that are made for the people that are straight, you just look at it, they just look at it and they censor it. And it's becoming quite ridiculous. Like, no, you can't just have it one way. They complain about the over-sexualization of women in video games, but then there's the over-sexualization of men. Or the degrading sexuality of men, of demoralizing men for being attracted to women. it's like they're just guilting us for our sexual attraction. And that's also where it kind of comes down to. They want you to feel guilty for what you're being attracted to. And I personally feel like this, not to really sound conspiratorial, but I think that the agenda with this does line up with the Bill Gates depopulation plan, because a civilization's entertainment reflects its culture. And if your entertainment reflects this sort of cultural lifestyle in entertainment, then your culture is on its way to your civilization is on its way to its death march. It's like you're walking down to the sacrificial altar at this point. I hope any of that made sense. I miss it too. Wasn't one of the controversies of Mass Effect the lesbian sex scene? Because you could play as either male or female character, and the story text dialogue didn't change the options or something. I think that was the controversy. And I also think that was kind of the start of the culture war, but at the time I think nobody really cared, because if you're male playing as the female character, kind of like how I do, it would be more, it was more of a fan service kind of a thing, or something like that. Because if it's the male playing as that, it's like he, you know? And I mean, I'm kind of guilty of the same thing. I do the same shit in video games. Like, I play as a female character, but because I'm a male, it's like there's no way in hell I'm gonna have my character be with a male character. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense to anybody? Like, from that perspective? Yeah, so it's like you're kind of emulating yourself in your character's own perspective. Like, kind of like what I'm doing right now. My character is obviously a big TD female character, but I am a male. And so I am not going to have my character role reverse. Like, I'm not going to have female-male relationship, because I am a male using the female character. Because it's just going to be wrong. But the difference is, if you're a male character, if you're male playing as a female character, you know? To you, it's it means nothing. And to be honest, the vast majority of gamers are men. Doesn't matter how you look at it. It's like 97% men. Yeah. But if my character didn't have, even if I play as a female character, and there was no relationship dialogue in the game whatsoever, it really doesn't change it for me, because I rarely ever do side quests like that. I really have no interest. I just I'm like, whatever. Unless I get something out of it in game, you know? Like, for example, if I wanted to do the Heartfire DLC. There's actually a Skyrim mod to make your character get pregnant. Okay, considering that, Nolan, that you're gay, that's actually kind of a surprising response. I was actually not kind of expecting that kind of response. I was kind of thinking you're more like how I am, like who you play as, and then what you're attracted to. You get what I'm saying? But I get you. I really have no interest in Dragon Age. I played the demo for it, and I wasn't really a fan of it. I didn't like the camera angle. I only played the first one, like the first demo. I seriously did not like the way the camera was positioned for the character view. Like, I just didn't like it. I was kind of expecting something like Oblivion. Yeah, that's kind of what threw me off, and why I don't mind tactical stuff, but I don't like it when RPGs and it was kind of like Fire Emblem. It was like trying to be like Fire Emblem. Well, I never played D&D, so I guess that's kind of why I didn't like it. Dragon, Hawk, and Wolf. Ancient chest, let's go. Termanian bow.
You found the vessels.
Yes, I found
I
them.
was worried that I had sent you to your death.
What am I going to
In
do with
life,
these?
Hevnorak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers. Very
I'm ready.
well. When you have done so, I will unbind Hevnorak. He will awaken in a weakened state. But the Lich is still to be reckoned with. Be ready.
Oh, it's a dragon priest. Increase disease and poison resistance. 100%. Yo, what's that? Oh, it's probably part of his body.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest. Take of Norak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some reward for your feat here.
Yes. Well, at least we're done with that cave. What shout did I get? I don't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, that quest I was kind of like falling asleep. Like, I'm actually really not feeling good. Yeah. That shit really knocked me out. Like, that shit that I drank last night was strong. And not to mention, I drank it like on an empty stomach practically. Probably not one of my better, smartest ideas. Oh, the Thalmor are attacking me. The Thalmor are not very happy. Why is my magicka low? Oh, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Here's my shield. There's a whole bunch of shit up here that I didn't explore. Chanting level up, nice. I feel like I'm gonna vomit right now. I actually feel like it's gonna come up. I actually feel it in the back of my throat. Like that vomit taste. Yeah. I probably should. Hold on, let me just...
Never should have come.
Potion, potion, potion. Okay, I'll just save right here. I'm not feeling so good. Alright, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I feel like absolute shit. Alright, good night. I'm probably gonna end up going to sleep anyway. Wait, what do I say like for good night and afternoon? Sleep afternoon or good sleep afternoon? I really wouldn't consider it nighttime or nap time. Oh well. I need rest. I really am feeling like shit.